That's true. Alright. So we are live here with the Mids cars. Today we are going to do the second part of the doubleheader weekend on the brand new Streets of Miasi course. You can see the normal road course off in the distance. But right now we are off onto the roads. It is the first time. It's a very, very tough track, and actually we'll go through and explain the layout really briefly as quickly as I could. So you're going to go up through this hill, through this little tunnel into a tough left-hander. Keep on going by, and this fast left-hander into another right turn. Make a way over a bridge. Very sketchy part. It goes over the track, and then it'll go back down the hill into a hairpin. Now this hairpin is going to be taken both ways. Make your way up around a bank turn to the fastest sector of the track. I'd say probably the longest straight on the schedule. I don't know if you'd consider it straight, but it is the fastest, longest flat-out section of the entire schedule. You then make your way up to a breaking point through a turn very reminiscent of Eau Rouge in Radion. And then immediately after, you get followed by a very, very technical corner. By far one of the most technical corners. Might get a lot of people on that start, and maybe the next ensuing laps. Makes you go down an area that is more reminiscent of a toge than a street circuit. Through some tight S's. They're very high speed. And then you go back to the tight hairpin, make your way back around into a right-hander. There's one more tunnel, a left-hander, with a very tough fence on the very end of it, and that is one lap. So with that being said, drivers, start your engines. We're gonna wait for the drivers to get to their cars. And once everyone is in position, once everyone is lined up in their actual car, we're gonna check how this works. Looks like they're good. Alright, everyone appears to be ready. So we are going to do a start light. You'll see that light there will go all red. You'll get going as soon as the lights go from red to black. So we're going to light up in red. Here we go. And the lights start illuminating. And it is lights out on the racetrack. Cars will disappear up the hill. We'll be watching this first lap from a bit of a distance. Is there any casualties? They make their way into the corner, and it looks like Jen is the first casualty. Muffin is upside down. Next corner on by, and it's absolute calamity. Gohan has been overtaken by Twin for the lead. There is Mr. Monaco. They go far off. Silver Woomy having some issues here. As they make the way down the hill, Twin's going to be the first one into the tight hairpin. How does he take it? He takes it right. Other people are going to send it very hard. Arizona goes all the way around, does a whole slide. Jen makes his way through, goes a little bit too hard. Here they go into the hairpin. Here's Muffin. Does Muffin send it? He sends it just a little bit too quick there. And we do not seem to have too many casualties. Cars are now making their way down the straightaway and into the high-speed sector. You can see Twin and the cars just behind him. Doesn't appear to be any major casualties yet. As here we make our way out of the breaking point in just a bit. Here's Twin. We'll cut through the terrain and make his way up through the Eau Rouge-esque sector. Now down the hill. This is again another one of those big problem points. Seems like most of everyone is taking it about right this time. There's a couple more cars that have yet to take it. That's Muffin and Jen. Jen's going to send it real hard, and that actually worked very well for him. A very unique interpretation of the line. The next hairpin is now coming up. This Twin is the first one to get by. And it actually looks like Arizona is P2, but she gets a little bit loose there. As there's Nikolaus making a move around the outside. Your leader on the first lap will be Twin Turbo V6. We see then the next positions will be Nikolaus, followed by Arizona, Gohan, and Del Ross. I'm on the track. Silver Woomy closely followed behind by SA. Or Ross. Jen, and then Muffin. Those are going to be your positions for the most of it. And Mr. Monaco is DNF'd already.
Yeah, yep. His car is plowed into the ridge wall.
Is it off the track?
The second bridge. I mean, it's through the wall of the second bridge.
Through the wall of the second bridge. We're gonna check that one around. You can fly a car out of the way if you want, you know. But, on the right lap here, so we're gonna now look at Twin. So Twin is making his way down into the hairpin, has made up a huge gap. Gohan has been on an upwards climb, actually closing in here on Nikolau's. So make the way down the hairpin. And Dale Ross is upside down. He's gonna lose a couple spots out of that, but he'll keep on rolling. There's a couple more cars coming that way. That's Essay, followed very closely behind by the second place finisher of yesterday's race, as Silver Woomy. Silver Woomy's not been too much of a great start here, as SA is closing in little by little here on Dale Ross. How about Gohan? Gohan is closing in on Nikolau's. Dale Ross seems to be holding up ahead, so we'll be watching Gohan's POV as he gets closer and closer to Nikolau's. Looks like he might be starting to disappear little by little. And Silver Woomy has flipped upside down. They keep on rolling. Again, flips are a very expected situation here. And Ryan LaSalle is going to park it, so if you can park it down out of the way, it would be appreciated. It's quite certainly a death race, as Twin's lead has extended to quite a margin here. Alright, we're watching here from Gohan. As Gohan is going through the straight, closing in little by little onto Nico. And Twin has gone slow, gets overtaken. Unsure what happened there. Is there a car on the track on the final turn? And there in fact is, as Muffin. So we are going to call a yellow, will be the race back. You're given 2 disconnects, and if that is a recurring thing, they will be penalized for the next Spitz car race and, well, classes. So we will be having a race back. Our current leader might be Nico, but he does hit the wall pretty significantly. So much so that we now have a 3-way battle here on the race back. Twin side by side with Nikolaus as they make their way into the final corner. And Twin gets the race back. Alright, stop your cars, stop your cars, stop your cars, stop your cars. Nikolaus in second, Gohan third. So stop your cars, head back to the grid. Otherwise this race would last way too long just trying to go back around. Arisnetta is in 4th. Dale's in 5th. Sits Eris is in 5th. I don't know why she didn't get scored. Got Silver Woomy then. I don't know why that didn't count your lap. Flipped over unloaded terrain. As Mr. Monaco is flying his car through the track. Currently we have a UFO. My dog is currently whining. I did let him outside earlier. I fed him, so I'm not sure what he needs, but Hey Nico, can we do a little bit of an interview here?
Mm,
That
Yeah,
was pretty close finish towards on that restart. I mean, on the race back there. So how's the
yeah.
race been going for you so far? It's been a
Pretty decent. I've gotten up 2 places. I'm happy with that.
all right. This is probably by far one of the most technical courses on the schedule. How do you think it's been faring for you today?
It's more of just not dying.
That's
Consistency.
that's true. Is Mr. Monaco pulling off? Actually, I think they are pulled off. So, where did you leave your car? Mr. Monaco, could you find your car? I'm gonna have to assume the muffin is done, so we're just gonna take that car away. I'm not sure what happened. It almost seems like a rage quit. So let me clear out the car. And the bridge has a statue. We're gonna try to clear it off so we can get back to lining up as soon as possible. Have it, Eris. Eris, hop out. Eris, hop out. I'm just gonna remove it. Eris. Okay. Trying to get this race to get back going. So, again, the positions were Twin, Nicolats, Gohan, Dale Ross, Eris Netta, Silver Woomy, Say, Jen, and everyone else is pulled off. So that leaves us with 8 remaining cars. We're 3 laps into this race, so about a third. So with that being said, everyone is back in the cars. If you're not ready, this is your last chance to hop out. So I think we're good. So that means the lights are going to start to turn red here. Prepare yourself. And for this second time by, looks like it's lights out once again here on the racetrack. And Gohan looked pretty good there, but they've fallen back. Twin gets back up to the front. Dale Ross in third place, but it's a very close battle there. We got Arisnetta with a hard flip! But she's going to, of course, get back going. The auto flip is going to come in clutch. Dale Ross holding second place as of now. Silver Woomy definitely has benefited off of this restart. As Nicolás does the slowest flip I think I've seen so far, he will be flipped back over. Unfortunately, it looks like he's gone the wrong way, and that has definitely made things... What the? Well, Arisnetta sends a heart into the barrier behind Nico. And it looks like Nico is a little bit on edge after that. He had a really good race back, but things seem to have gone for the worse for him. Same with Eris. Back up front. It is Twin Ross. I think being chased closely in third by Gohan. Superman is falling back a couple spots. It's probably just Gohan being as fast as he's been this past weekend. As Twin makes it through, Gohan makes it through, Silver. So our top 4 all make it through the very technical hairpin there. Now into what I basically describe as a Toge sector. As in, with all due respect, it basically runs like it. You see them make their way through these very high-speed S's. And Gohan's closing in here on Dale Ross. Now through the hairpin, side by side. Dale's going to go wide, goes off course, and Gohan will make their way by for the second place spot. And Dale is still holding off the podium position here, albeit Silver is just behind them. Back positions are bound to change. Nicolás and Arisnetta seem to be potentially at it with each other. Jen has fallen back into 8th place from unknown reasons, I believe. SA now being hunted down by Nicolás. They go wide, and Nicolás will find another position by. So they are now into the top 5 once again. I believe that's about where they started, but SA's running it side by side here. And they make a pass on Nikolauts. Arisneta closing in on Nico. To have a little bit of a three-way battle in the back. Arisneta's going to go a little wide, but so does Essay. All the way off course. Nikolauts goes by, so does Arisneta. Into the hairpin they go. And Arisneta is going to go off the course. Alright. Back up to the front of the field. Gohan here in second place. Dale's in third. I believe Silver Woomy might have fallen back a little bit. They must have had some sort of incident. I don't think I recorded it. So that's a bit unfortunate, but yeah, they've fallen back a little bit. So that means Dale so far is holding off a very solid position here. Meanwhile, Arisneta is side by side with Essay. So she has collected back a bunch of that pace. Makes a move around the outside into Feu Rouge now. So we look at the board. Twin has set a 2:03.656. That's the fastest we've seen all week, and Arisneta goes around at the hairpin. So and here is Twin. It looks like Twin has made a big mistake. I keep on missing these incidences. But Twin has lost the lead. That leaves us with Gohan, I believe. Twin is in second. And so we're going to watch the front of the field from here on. Super Lumi right behind Del Ross. They go side by side for that second place spot. Now make their way down the hill. Silver Lumi has kind of gone by, but Dale gets the better exit. It's another bit of a rough exit there for Dale, as here's Silver Lumi coming in back again. Dale Ross and Silver Lumi side by side as they make their way into the second sector. Now down the braking point, Silver Lumi's hit the bit of the barrier. Here's Twin right on the rear bumper, closing in. Cars now making their way down through sector 2 and up and down the first big sweeping hill. And it's 3 wide. For just a moment there, Del Ross has fallen back into 4th place, but is still right in the battle. We have a 3-way battle there for the 2nd place spot as they make their way down the long straightaway. Gohan so far has a clear field, although Twin will come in like a homing missile out from Ontario, Canada. Del Ross still battling really hard for that 3rd place spot with Silver as they make their way down into the very technical hairpin, out of it into 3rd sector. Nikolauts has been closing in meanwhile, little by little. As we now make our way into the Togi-esque sector. Through the S is now into the hard breaking point. Once again, Twin is just out of the park, and Silver has some issues, but Dale does too. So they're gonna fall back, but Crucian so far holding off the last podium spot here. In the 97 Freedom Racing machine. We are currently 6 laps into the race, 4 to go, so we are over halfway done today. As Silver Woomy closes in side by side for just a bit, but they make the pass on Dale Ross, but Dale is not done. Gets back in front. And Twin, you can see closing in there little by little onto Gohan. Maybe we'll see a lead change. You can also see Jen about to fall 1 lap down here. As Twin trying to make the move. Looks like it's about to get done. As we are side by side for the lead through the sweeper. Who's going to carry more speed onto the straight, though? That's where things really get interesting. And it's side by side there for the lead down the straight. Twin's going to get ahead. Ever so slightly. But Gohan is still on the rear bumper. Gohan is now making it still side by side as they make their way rounding into the Feu Rouge turn. Gohan's going to peek ahead for the straight. And Twin makes the crossover move, overtaking Jen, now putting them one lap down. As our leaders make their way down into the technical hairpin. That was a bad turn for Twin. Gohan has outright cleared him. Jen has gone out of the way. How about Dale Ross? Dale Ross taps it ever so slightly, loses that podium spot. Gets overtaken also by Nikolauts. Nikolauts, having made his mistake on the restart, has made his way up to the top 4. And he's closing in. So back up to the front. And Twin's going to make a couple little mistakes here. As we see 3 laps ago, once you guys cross the line. About a second here, splitting off our leaders. It seems like this is one of the weaker areas for Twin. Turbo V6 definitely goes in favor of Gohan. Twin is starting to now close in as we approach Sector 2. Again, only 3 laps ago, we are in a late stage of the race, but there still is that battle there for the lead. And here's Twin closing in little by little now to the breaking point. They are side by side once again. Twin takes the inside line, but he's going to hit the barrier, or he's going to hit the berm. And falls behind a good little chunk there. You can also see Del Ross and Nikolau's about to get at it. Both of them mess up that hairpin. Looks like Dale gets a little bit loose there, but he's going to try to carry as much speed as he can towards Nikolau's. How about Twin? The battle is closer between Nico and Dell. As the battle for 4th place continues. Our leaders are making their way through the Eau Rouge style turn into the very technical hairpin. Make their way out of it. And Twin gets, he's full sent it. And he is now only about a car length or 2 behind our leader. That's a very, very intimidating sight for many. Although Gohan held up yesterday, he might be able to hold up today. We will see. But Twin is closing in here. Now into the braking point. Twin is harder on the brakes. He's a little bit too hard onto the brakes, but Gohan's also going to go off the course. They are side by side for the lead, but Twin will make the move and gets back up ahead with only 2 laps to go here. That was a bit of a wall clip for Twin. He's going to fall back. Gohan overtakes once again. And that looked like a very rough exit for Twin. And Twin is upside down! They were for a second, but they keep on going. Goodness. And it looks like his hopes to win are going to become a little bit harder. I don't think they're impossible. He does have the pace to get to it. By far, actually. But it is going to be a tough challenge here. Silver Lumi might be able to catch up if they could get their pace up. So far, not too much to call, but this has been Gohan's second race, second or third race. So they might be able to hold up and potentially get their second win. It's a very incredible feat for most drivers at this point to get such a thing. As Rousey is disconnected, were you on track? Yes, you were, so we're going to have a race back. So we will have a race back with 1 lap to go. These are going to get in. Well, we'll do 2 laps to go. We're going to do a 2-lap overtime shootout. So you guys got 2 laps to settle things. It's roughly about 4 minutes. That is standard for SLC. But we have Gohan now closing in. Now, Jen, you will be able to get your lap back and start from 7th place. Or from 8th place. But here's Gohan now closing in through the Toge sector, closing in ever so slightly to the end of the lap. So instead of the white flag, we will be seeing the yellow flag wave. And Twin has started to close in that gap. But we're going to have you guys stop once you guys cross the line. And this will probably be the last restart. So if you guys can stop here once you're done. That is Gohan Twin Silver. 4th place is going to potentially be, well, we'll see. We're closing onto the line. It was Nico. And it seems to be Nico still. Nico making his way through the final turn and makes his way by Del Ross up behind in the 5th place spot. Arisneta was our 6th place driver. She's got a little bit of a ways to go here. As is Jen. So what we're going to have you do, Essay, is we're going to have you drive back. Eris, if you could cross the line. If you could cross the line, guys. Jen. Yep. You'll get your lap back. I'll just change it. Alright, now I'm going to look around for Essay. I don't know what part of the track you were on. It could help if you could say what sector you were on. So we are gonna do a 2-lap shootout. So we're just gonna go around looking for that car. There's a black.
Rubba, the car is underwater.
Oh, where?
Right beside the fucking Eau Rouge turn. I'll try to get it out.
Alright. Thank you.
Like, the car is actually underwater. I'll try to get a picture of it because it's in the actual shallowest water body in the map.
Where is that turn? Oh, it's up there. So.
I mean, it was still a disconnect.
Yeah, it was a disconnect though. So. If they disconnected and they did not, and they did rejoin. So.
Yeah. All right. I got it out.
Wait, isn't like this also like the deepest part of the whole bodies of water? No.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Oh.
Or wait, no. Was it? I don't know. I don't know my vocabulary, but yeah, that is there's a few holes in that tiny like stream that are way deeper than where it was. Sorry.
All right. So
I got the car. I'm bringing it back.
All right. What sector was she? Okay. Yeah, we'll be fine.
It was 2.
Yeah.
At the very end of 2.
Yeah, we'll be fine. So we're gonna put Jen over here, because Rosie should be on the lead lap. They were on the lead lap when they disconnected, so we'll count it as such.
Blue Gen's kind of late.
Yeah. Change Jen L9. There you go. And we're gonna restart. We'll be doing technically 11 laps here. So, once you guys are in your cars, you are ready. If you're not ready, this is your last chance to hop out. Maris has not got into your car yet, so we will be waiting on that. Jen hops out. Okay. Okay. Ryan Gosling.
Gotcha.
Alright, watch the lights. This should hopefully be the last time. The third time we do one of these restarts. And it is lights out. Away we go once again. As we have 2 laps to run off of. There's a 4 wide action going up into the first turn. They make their way down the hill. Is there any casualties? Everyone so far takes it clean. People are a little bit accustomed to how the track drives by this point. As we have Twin trying to make a move around the outside of Gohan for the lead. They're side by side. Gohan sticking ahead, but Twin is still right on that rear bumper to make their way down the hill into and through the hill. Make their way down into the hairpin. Now, so they won't send it too hard. This is a very critical turn. I got a lag spike. That's not good. We're good, though. And it seems like most of everyone has taken it fine. As Twin has taken the lead, Arizona has made a late race move up to second place. Dale Ross in calamity with Jen Nikolowitz. As we make our way through the long, high-speed sector here, through Sector 2. Arizona is side by side for second place with Gohan. They're going to fall back there. Silver Lumi just behind. That's a small wall top there for Gohan. So our leader Twin starting to run away with it as of now. And Twin goes a little bit wide. Arizon's going to go off the course and they hit the barrier. So does Jen. Del Ross side by side with Silver Woomy. That appears to be for the 4th place spot. Arizona makes it a 3-way battle as they make their way into the tailgate part. Twin Triple V6 getting closed in by Gohan here into the final sector. As this time by, looks like Arizona will hit the barrier once again. Now the white flag will be in the air. 1 lap to go. Nicholas is in third, but he's got a silhouette there. Silver Willing closing in that gap. Arizona, Del Ross, all 4 of them potentially in it here. Meanwhile, for the lead, it is going to be a bit of a dogfight because Gohan has made a move for the lead. Twin Triple V6 still side by side though. Meanwhile, for the podium spot, Silver Wilmy Nikolowitz at it. As Twin Turbo V6 has gotten a bit of a lead developed. Gohan touches the barrier. There's Mr. Monaco getting run over. As Twin has the lead, Del Ross is going to go wide. And they get stuck for a second. Arizona closing in on Nikolowitz there for position. Nikolowitz and Arizona side by side. Meanwhile, Twin extends his gap ever so slightly here. We're going to make our way through the Eau Rouge. Basically a helicopter cam. Arizona has overtaken Nikolowitz. They are just ahead of him, but only slightly. Nikolowitz is going to try to close back in. So make their way through the corner, up the corner now. Now Twin makes his way into the technical hairpin. He's going to touch a little bit of that wall. Gohan, this is his last effort here. Silver Wumi is closing in though on that second place spot. Twin Triple V6 so far has a clear track behind him. So he makes his way down the hill. Closing in here. Now through the S's. It's going to take something big. And Twin does go off the course ever so slightly. But Twin has a big gap here. I don't think he's going to be contested. So around the final corner he goes. Twin Triple V6 will win at the streets of Miasi. Gohan in second place. Silver will be third. Arizona takes 4th place. 5th to Nikolowitz. Let's see who finishes off in 6th place. That'll be Del Ross. And we'll see 7th place. So a late race improvement on position only for a bit. Oh no. Jen hits the barrier. That is going to be a close one here for the last place spot. And Essa gets it at the line. Oh no, Jen. Oh no. Alright. For our top 3, you could head to the podium. Once again this time. As Twin has won it today.
But I don't know if the podium is accessible.
You can fly your cars, remember?
Yeah, sure. I'll take Silver's car to the podium.
Alright. So Twin, you have been unmuted here. So that was a really, really competitive race, especially by your standards. How would you like to talk about today's order of events?
I'm talking. wasn't bad actually. If I just didn't kept full sending around every corner, probably would have been fine. Yeah, I don't know. The track's pretty nice. If it wasn't for Roblox's physics engine, probably would have been a lot better too. Wouldn't have flipped or anything like that. So, yeah, but I guess that makes it competitive when I make mistakes. So it's nice that way. But yeah, not much else to say. It's just good battles all around. Yeah.
Alright, well, thank you there, Twin Turbo V6. That was a great battle with you and Gohan. Looks like Gohan has left prematurely, so we are going to fly his car over. So we're just going to head to the same podium from yesterday. So I believe Gohan gone. That leaves us with Silver Lumi. A lot of moving up and down positions today for you, but it seems like you've taken a podium again today. So how was that race for you so far, Silver?
Better than I expected it to be. But there's a lot to be desired still. You know, it could have been second, could have been first.
Alright, I don't know if you know about Hoosier Speedway, so I would ask questions about that
Oh, God.
for later. Thank you there, Silver.
One thing.
Oh, yeah?
I'm really impressed that Eris managed to drift the car in one of the hairpins
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
when P-brake does not exist.
You can make a flip confirmation off of today's races.
You could make a many things compilation off of these races.
Yep.
That's
That's
Wait.
it from me, I think.
It's
Gohan.
This is literally the same podium as yesterday, just that they decided to switch around a little.
genuine.
Oops.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Wrong
isn't
spot.
it? It is. Alright. Well, thank you there, Silver. We're gonna try to figure out who finished where again, real quickly. Let me open up my stream. My stream. Actually, I'm gonna put that stream up onto the race announcements. So let's see how that finish was. If I could actually watch the finish. Alright. So behind Silver, it was actually Aris Netta, so I can actually ask you about Hoosier Speedway, but also how was today's race? Looked like it had a lot of big mistakes made towards the end, but you also had a bunch of desperate lunges, if I may. So
Yes, very painful. I was racing on graphics too because I just struggled to run the map, and the Roblox terrain LOD was so horrible, especially on the run up to the fucking Rouge corner. I would have it so that the parts where you're like in entering tunnels, the tunnel would appear sealed on my client.
oh god.
So I was kind of just praying that I was taking the right line because I couldn't see ahead. I could just see rock. And since there's like 3 of those on the... No, there's actually like 4 on the back straight thingy. It was painful. And it really... I feel like if I wasn't having performance issues, I would have also done a little better. Because my game had been like stuttering really bad. Like when I was in the thing with Nico and Silver, and Dale was behind, I was just getting like FPS stutters, and it would make me drop back like a couple meters, and it was really annoying. But I mean, the track was fun. I would for sure like to see it again. Oh yeah, right. I flipped many times actually. Because I was just trying to desperately claw back at what I could, and I ended up trying to do the things I know how to do on this track. The thing is, those things are very risky. because it involves lunging into the turns at very high speed, and if it doesn't work right, I'm in the wall. So fun. Happened to me many times. I failed at executing it more times than I successfully did it.
So, what are you looking up to in 2 weeks from now when you go to Hoosier Speedway? A lot of
More
revamping,
peaceful track.
more peaceful track. That's an interesting just describe Hoosier as. I don't think I've ever heard anyone say that before.
I mean, at least compared to this thing,
That's true. It also has
it
been
feels like going on a nice summer vacation.
true. All right. I think there is Netta. That's down the line. That is Nikolauts. Let's see if they're in the VC still. They are not. So we're gonna look. That's down the line. We will also be talking to people that didn't finish if they stick around. So Dale Ross is next down the line. I don't expect him to be here. He is not. That leaves us with Rose, and then Mr. Monaco. All right. So Rose, that was a bit of a well, that was a disconnection towards the end of the race, but you did end up coming back to position by the end of the race, also by the line. How was that race overall for you, and how was the track? Seemed like it was a bit of a struggle today too.
Wait, is my mic working?
Huh?
My mic. Okay, yeah, I guess it
Yeah.
is. Today's track was definitely more of a challenge than yesterday. I had some struggles. I saw some other people that had some struggles. I can say the disconnection kind of came in clutch. That's probably like my luckiest moment ever. Because at the end, I was able to claw back at that one position, like at the last turn, because that one person messed up. But it's an interesting track. I won't say one of my favorites, but definitely interesting is the word to describe it. But yeah, very competitive. I saw at the front. Some people were getting some really good lap times. I will say I didn't really put as much practice in as I should have. I could have gotten a better result, definitely, but you know, like yesterday, I enjoyed it, and I'm glad to be a part of it. Yeah, that's all. Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you there, Rose. We're gonna now see. I guess that's it. But we do have one person that missed out. Hey there, Cam. Heard you were interested in racing today. Unfortunately, it looks like that never came to fruition. There is obviously 2 weeks from now at Hoosier Speedway. So how are you feeling about that one? But
Looking forward to it. Honestly, kind of excited to
Mhm.
take place in a first race for me. I made a livery and an outfit for it. Obviously, cost like 20 Robux to make one, so it wasn't too big of a deal. I'm excited. A little bummed out that I missed today's, but I woke up late and kind of got around, and then by the time I realized everyone was messaging me, I kind of forgot that it was even announced. So
R.I.P. Well,
yeah.
I think Hoosier's going to be a good track. I need to get these cars onto there because the current car is last year's car for testing. So I guess I'll set that up as soon
Oh,
as it's done.
Oh my god, last year's car. You should get the last year's car in.
2021.
It's gonna
Sorry,
set a
2022.
it's 2 second lap time.
All right.
I don't know whose Castrol car this is, but oh, this is Eris's.
Yeah. It's got a fire scheme. All right. Well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna close the stream up. I'll stay in the VC after this is done. So give me a second here. That is going to be it for the weekend. We, of course, had a very small weekend, only a couple races. We will not be racing next week. I will be at the Long Beach Grand Prix. Expect a bunch of racing uploads, also from last year, because I forgot to upload stuff from last year. So with that in mind, the next weekend that we actually do racing, it'll be 2 weeks from now, the last week of April. It'll be at Hoosier Speedway, also known by some as Yorkshire, formerly. It has been extensively, and I cannot stress enough, extensively revamped, so it should be a much better race than it was last year. It still runs tight We will be running a oval style caution system, although I will say that spinning out is going to be a lot harder than it was. It is still very much so possible. So with that in mind, thank you guys for watching. This has been a rather fun event to run. So stick around.